Hello again, welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time here, hello, I am Grace Annabelle, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for clicking to watch this video. In today's video, I'm sharing with you how I make my Toolo beefy jollof rice. So Toolo beefy is cured meat, okay? So we'll be making some jollof rice, but then we will infuse some cured meat into the jollof rice, and this is so yummy. You will love it. You will love it. So come with me to my creative kitchen and let's start cooking. Okay guys, so I'm using 4 cups of jasmine rice. You can use any rice that you have available. I'll be using sunflower oil. Feel free and use any oil that you have. I have here 1 large onion diced or sliced or chopped, and then I have here 500 gram of onion and 40 gram of ginger that I have blended. All right, so that's ginger and onion blend. And here I have 750 gram of homemade cured meat. I used lamb for this. You can use any meat that you have available. Always soak your cured meat in water for about 2 hours before you start cooking with it. Okay, this is because it's very salty. All right, so I'm using 1 can of chopped tomatoes, 1 shrimp seasoning cube, 2 habanero peppers sliced or diced, and 4 tablespoons of tomato paste. So into this pot, I will add in my cured lamp, and then add enough water to this and bring this to a boil. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this is to soften the cured meat. That's one. And then secondly, to get a broth or a stock from it, and that stock is very flavorful, and that's what I'll be cooking my jollof rice with. Okay, so next in another pot, I'll add in some sunflower oil, add in my onions, give it a very good stir, and leave the onion to fry in the oil on a medium heat for 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, I'll then add in my sliced habanero peppers. I am using 2 habanero peppers. You can use more or less, okay? I love hot food. Okay, so I'll allow that to fry for 5 minutes, and then next add in my onion and ginger blend. I'll give this a very good stir and leave this on a medium heat to cook or simmer for 15 minutes. So in that 15 minutes, I'll give it a stir in between. So the first 8 minutes, I'll give it a stir and then leave it to cook for 7 minutes. And yes, that will be fine. So next, I'm adding in my tomato paste, which is 4 tablespoons. I'll give this a very good stir. Leave this to cook on a medium heat for 20 minutes, but then I'll be stirring this in between. Okay, so I'll leave it to cook for 10 minutes and then stir it and leave it to cook for another 10 minutes. Okay, so next I'm adding in my chopped tomatoes. I'll give this a very good stir and then leave this to cook for 10 minutes. Okay, so I'll be cooking this on a medium heat while I stir in between the 10 minutes. Okay, so I'll give it a stir every 5 minutes. This is to ensure that my stew does not get burnt, because I don't want my jollof rice to come out tasting bitter. Okay, I want to enjoy this jollof rice to the fullest. All right, so at this point, my stew is been cooking for 15 minutes. So now I will add in my beef. Okay, that's the cured beef, the tole beefy. I will add this in, give it a very good stir, and leave this to cook for 10 minutes. So usually back home in Ghana, what we do is whenever we are cooking jollof rice with cured meat, we don't cook it on the side. We prepare the stew and then add the beef to it. Then next we'll add in water and leave the mixture on the cooker to boil, okay, to boil for about 10 to 15 minutes before we add in the rice. This is to soften the beef, okay, but I did not use that process. This is because I always love to saute or to leave my rice to fry in the stew for about 5 minutes before I add in my water, and that is the reason why I cooked my beef in a separate pot. All right, so yeah, after adding in my beef, it's been 10 minutes already, and at this point I can see there is a lot of oil there, so I am skimming off some of the oil. Try and skim as much as you can. All right, so next I'll add in my washed rice. Always wash your rice 3 times or more, or wash it until the water runs clear, okay? All right, so next I'll give this a very good stir. And also I did not add salt, okay, to the ingredients. This is because the cured beef is very, very salty. So you don't need salt. And before you use salt, taste before, okay, taste for salt before you add in salt. But usually when I cook with cured meat, I do not use salt. Okay, so now I'll finish stirring it. I'll cover it and leave it on a low heat for 5 minutes before adding in the water. Okay, so this is the reason why I did not add the beef straight away to the stew, but instead I parboil it. Okay, so at this point, I will give it a very good stir. Cooking, I love to cook my rice this way. Cooking my rice this way brings in the rice a crunchy texture, and I really love that. So I'm adding in some water, and I've added in 1 cup of water. All right, so guys, note this, okay? Do not use the same amount of water that I am using. This is because the brand of rice that you are using may require more water than what I am using. Okay, so cook your rice the way you normally do. Okay, so let's say if you use 2 cups of water to 1 cup of rice, do the same. Okay, so at this point I have tasted for salt. As you can see, I haven't added in my shrimp seasoning yet. This is because the seasoning has salt, the Maggi cube has salt, so I tasted for salt before adding it in. Okay, so it's okay to add it in, and so I have added it in. I will give this a very good stir, and I am not adding salt at all because this is enough. Okay, so yes, I've tasted it again after adding in the shrimp's seasoning cube, and it is perfect. I don't need salt. Okay, so at this point I'll cover this with my parchment paper. You can also use aluminium foil, but make sure that the aluminium foil does not touch the food. Okay, so I've covered it with its lid. I will leave it on a low heat to cook for 15 minutes. Now, when opening this, make sure, be careful that the water does not pour into the rice, okay, because this can make your rice sticky. All right, so after giving it a very good stir, I'll cover it and leave it to cook on a low heat again for another 15 good minutes. All right, so yes, I'll give this a very good stir again, as you can tell that there is some moisture or water in there, and it is not well cooked. So it's been 30 minutes of cooking my jollof rice. That is from the time that I added in the rice, not from the time that I started making the stew, preparing the stew. But from the time that I added in the rice, it's been cooking for 30 minutes. Okay, so I'll cover it and then leave it on a low heat for another 15 minutes. And let's go check on our jollof rice. So look at that. It looks so nice, so beautiful, so appealing. Yes, look at that. So it's been 45 minutes of cooking. And yes, look, my jollof rice is ready. Oh my gosh, the aroma. You know what? That cured meat, eh? The fragrance that has brought into my jollof rice and in my kitchen here is just amazing. The atmosphere has completely changed. It smells so good in my kitchen right now. So my jollof rice is done, it's ready now. And guys, look at that. Look at this. Are you not salivating? I know you are salivating because this looks so appealing. This is not looking just beautiful, but it is very flavorsome. It is packed with flavor. Oh my word. Look at that. This is so beautiful, isn't it? All right, guys. So that's it for today's video. Alright, so if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please click on that red subscribe button and also click on the little bell icon by the subscribe button to turn on your post notifications. So anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Alright, guys. So until I come your way with something delicious, something yummy, something finger licking. Stay safe, stay out of trouble, be true to yourself, and remember that life's greatest lessons are usually learned at the worst times and from the worst mistakes. I will see you again in my next one. Bye bye.